What is up, you goddamn legends? Money Paradise here, back with another video. Little something different today. I'm, well, if you can tell by the thumbnail, I'm currently working on a little piece of chrome here. Snare drum my brother gave to me, to spiff up a little bit and make some money off of to, kind of help me with my, with my money problem at the moment. Like I said in my one of my last videos, I do appreciate his assistance in this matter because, yeah, he's a huge source of inspiration for me. He's a fellow hustler. He's come from the same world I came from, and he's definitely the quintessential self-made man. So yeah, that's my main source of inspiration going forward through these challenges. But yeah, so I'm gonna be working on this drum while we talk. I got some Never Dull. This stuff really works wonders for shining up metal. So yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about changing your mindset when you feel like you need to. For me, a lot of the things that framed my mindset towards money, I can't recall if I mentioned this in the past video, but if I haven't, then I guess this will be the first time. A lot of what framed my mindset towards money was wrapped around how my mother spent money, and it was all based in fear, how she went about her finances. She never invested. She never had an eye towards the future. It was always the immediate thinking about today and not tomorrow, which in a positive mindset is a very good thing. I've talked about that before. Being in the moment, living now, not focused on what happened in your past or so worried about the future that you forget about your present. But in this circumstance, with someone like my mother who, she was raising 3 kids by herself, and part of my healing was forgiving her for a lot of things, and one of them was creating that mindset within me of making decisions solely based on fear and not from a place of abundance, like I will explain momentarily. So having to shift that mentality from making decisions based on fear, making financial decisions based on fear, and switching that up to a place of abundance, that has been the biggest key factor in how I've been able to just push through a lot of the challenges and circumstances in my life. So for anyone that is currently dealing with financial woes or issues, or they're in a tight pinch, financially, and they want to get to a place where they don't have to worry about money anymore. They don't want to worry about where where's the money coming from to pay for the bills? Because I need to be able to support my family. I need to be able to put food on the table. Things like that. You really need to start breaking down how you think about money currently. What are the words you use when you speak about money? That's something that if you're needing to change your mindset and you're stuck, you're in a rut financially, that's where I started. I started thinking in terms of how do I speak on money? If I'm speaking things into existence, what's the language that I'm using to bring about my circumstances? So if you're speaking negatively about money, that's where you need to shift. That's where you need to make a pivot towards the positive. Speaking affirmations, really focusing on your meditations. Don't want to get distracted here because I want to get this done today. I'm trying to do like double work here, like multitask, but not really multitask. I'm trying to like make sure I'm paying attention to what I'm doing, but also I want to be able to speak on these things with you. So this may turn out to be a video that you may not enjoy because I'm not really paying attention to you at the moment, but just know I am. It's just I want to be able to get this done too, because I got my own I got my own thing going on today. So getting back to what I was saying, the words you use are very powerful. It's a very powerful tool in how you manifest things into existence. If you are having negative thoughts about your financial situation, you need to shift it. You need to be able to take a hard look at yourself and acknowledge that there may be outside circumstances that are out of your control, and that's fair. But you need to acknowledge that ultimately you and only you are solely responsible for how you react to those things. Simple as that. By manifesting those positive thoughts into existence, that is where you start to see positive change. That's where you start to see the shift in everything around you. By seeing the money is everywhere, you need to speak it into existence, but also acknowledge that it is everywhere. And how you speak about money, how you speak about your finances, is really going to dictate how you go forward in dealing with your circumstances. Give me a second here. Okay. So I would say if you're using phrases like I wish or I can't in terms of your money, start replacing those words, those phrases. I'm reminded of I don't know if it was Rocky 1 or Rocky 2. One of those. With Mickey. The character Mickey. Rocky's manager. I mean, he flat out said, there ain't no can't. There ain't no can't. Yeah. Fucking right. There is a way. There is always a way. With whatever you want in your life, there is a way to get there. No one's saying it's easy. No one's saying that it's just gonna magically appear in your life. But you gotta get out of your own way. With the words you're using, how you think about money, that's affecting the external. Your internal thoughts will affect your external realities. I mean, I mentioned it in a previous video. You can definitely convince your body that you're not sick, that you're healing yourself, that your body is doing what it naturally does to fix itself. You can also convince yourself that you are sick, that you are hurt, that you are not capable of doing X, Y, or Z. So think of it like that. If you can convince yourself that you are not well, that you are not financially well or capable, what do you think would happen if you flipped it? Think on that. Meditate on that. If you just started shifting everything you know and think about in terms of money, do you believe that there would be a potential opportunity for positive change? I think so. I honestly, with my short yesterday, I mean, watching it now, I'm thinking, this is a side note, by the way, just watching it now, I'm like, the early YouTube videos for creators, I'm sure they look weird and awkward looking and flustered and all that, and that's kind of what I saw in that video. But you know what? I don't care. In retrospect, it's like, hey, it's early YouTube for me. So get these ones out of the way now so that in like 6 months, a year from now, I've gotten through those growing pains of being a YouTuber, YouTube, kind of channel. So, yeah, it's all a matter of shifting your perspective, speaking things into existence, using that manifestation to your advantage, because if you believe that the universe is acting in your benefit, it will. If you think the world is against you and the universe is out to get you and screw you over, then you're going to see more of that. And it's just going to reaffirm everything that you believe about it. I'm not saying that bad things are going to happen to you if you don't shift your focus and shift your mindset. I don't wish that on you. Not saying that. But what I am saying is that you are in control of how you respond. For me, I can choose to be depressed about my current situation with my finances. I have every option available to me right now to whether to choose to be depressed or frustrated by it or think of it in a positive light. I have those options. I get to choose. So do you. You get to choose. So, like I mentioned in my last, little video, act with a sense of urgency. I should have added onto it. If I had more time on that video, I would have said, don't act anxiously or from a state of anxiety. But if you can do it now, then do it now. If you can get it done today, then do it today. If you can shift your mindset today by writing out those manifestations, or affirmations, writing them out, speaking them out loud, powerful tools for you to use, by the way, daily if you can. If you are capable of doing it today, then there is no better time than now, than today. I can't stress that enough, because if you can change the way you think about money through the words you speak, through the words that you write down, through your mindset shift, then you will have eliminated those limiting beliefs that you used to have, no matter what caused them to be created in the first place. I'm just remembering now, I probably went off the story of my mindset from my mother, but I'll circle back around. If you can shift those things now, if you can do those things, then you're going to get to see a higher frequency version of yourself that you may have never experienced before. That is something I firmly believe. I firmly believe that I have the ability to get to that higher frequency for the reality that I want to experience for myself, for my family. I have the ability to make that happen. That is my firm belief. And so it is with you that I challenge you to do the same. When we come together and we talk about crypto, and we talk about the technology and the potential and the future gains that we are getting closer and closer to experiencing, I understand Bitcoin halving is coming up soon, and people are, we're really getting charged up, right, for this real launch of the bull run, the bull market, right? We speak on these things, we talk about them. That's all well and good. There's a time and place for that where we come together and speak on those things, because we believe in that technology, we believe in the future of crypto. But individually, when we leave the live streams, when we get back to our regular lives, we need to be able to carry that forward on our own, in our own ecosystems. We can't just save all the positivity and all the I don't know what the term is, but the high fives, the ass pats, whatever you want to call it. We can't reserve all that just for the live streams, just for the comments and the videos. We need to bring it home. We need to bring it to our people, whether they want to hear about it or not. And I mentioned that in another video, right? I mentioned that if it falls on deaf ears, it falls on deaf ears. You want to help as many people as you can because you're a good person and you want to be able to experience these things with your family and your friends. You want to bring as many people as you can to the top. And I totally understand that. And I believe that too at one point. That's something that when I first got into crypto and I really started getting excited about it, I wanted to tell everyone I knew about it. But when you start to experience that they're not really excited about it the same way as you are, that is when you start to understand that your mindset towards where you want to go in your life is not going to be the same sometimes with these other people. Sometimes you're dealing with people who have that negative mindset towards money, like we were just talking about. If you're changing if you're shifting your mindset about money and how you speak on it, how you think about it, just know that it may not rub off on others, and some people may be stuck in their own way of thinking about money. Not just with how to grow money, how to make money, but just in general of like, when people struggle, they don't look up. They don't look up to the sky. They don't look up to the stars. They stay looking down. They stay watching the negative news, the negative narratives of the world. They stay with that. I don't watch TV. I don't watch the news because I choose not to participate in the negative narratives that go on. When I get online and I'm watching live streams and I'm participating in chats, with like-minded individuals, like with the Staple Crew, watching Ghost Money, Dip a Toe, I'm choosing the positive of what they are bringing to the space because they see these things in a positive light and they choose to focus on the positive. They choose to be a part of the solution. That's where I choose to be too. And that's, for some people, they don't choose to be a part of that. They would rather stay in the negative. It's not your job to save everybody, and you won't be able to. There's plenty of room at the top of the mountain that we're heading towards. There's plenty of room. But you're not going to see everybody there that you thought were going to be there. Many people are going to drop off along the way. I don't mean that in the literal sense, they're going to fall off a cliff and die. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, when you get to the top, if you've put in the work and you've stayed persistent, you've stayed positive, you've chosen to react to the challenge as an opportunity, not a hindrance. That's what this is all about. If you're choosing to react to these things as an opportunity instead of a hindrance, an annoyance, then you're going to be at the top. But many people along the way, they may not come along. They may falter along the way, and maybe you won't be able to bring them along. That's just going to be the reality. We want to let people know as much as possible to jump on the wave that we're riding right now to the top. But again, you can't bring everybody with you. You can't save everybody. You can tell them about it. You can lead a horse to water, right? It's up to them. They have their choice that they need to make for themselves. So, I think I'm about halfway done with this drum. I'm gonna end the video now so I could finish this. I I hope that this video again was, informative. I hope you got something out of it. I love to hear from you guys in the comments. I mean, if you found this valuable, of course, please like the video, yes. But I would really like to hear from you guys, the ones that are watching. Leave a comment and just tell me what's just tell me something about what's going on with you. I mean, I don't know. I just want to hear from you guys. I don't know. I want to build a community, sure, but I also want to interact with you guys, interact with you, those that are watching this. So, if at all possible, if you're struggling with anything that you care to share with the group, feel free to leave a comment. If you know anybody that's struggling, if you know anybody that is on that negative side, that you probably wish, like, man, I wish they could see something different than what they are currently dealing with. I mean, speak on that. I don't know. I just want to be able to communicate with you, with you guys, because that's important to me. I mean, I make these videos with the intention of helping you, the viewer. I'm nowhere near the point where I'm making money off of this. So that I'm making these videos, I'm not doing it for anything else except to reach people and hopefully help you. That is my intention. That is what I am putting out into the universe. I'm doing this to help as many people as I can, to reach as many people as I can with positivity. Nothing more than that. So, again, hope to see you in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed, what I spoke on today. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.